Well, we saw quite the game from Brock Purdy, quite the game from the 49ers as a whole, complete domination against the Tampa Bay team that's certainly reeling right now. But let's talk about what they were able to do so effectively. And really, we're talking about Brock Purdy here, right? He's the story, and some stuff's going to be stuff like this, which is just sort of unique things, but it's unique things he's noticing. So this is going to be a cover zero blitz, and one of the things that, if you listen to the podcast, Kyle and I speculated on heading into this week was, what is Tampa Bay going to do against Brock Purdy? Are they going to blitz him? That's historically what you do against young quarterbacks. Are you going to throw a lot of new things at him? However, last week he handled it well, and this week he also handled it well. It's a cover zero blitz. So man on man across the board, everyone else is rushing the passer. So for Purdy, he has to get rid of the football quickly. And you're going to see Logan Ryan here is going to do something very unique where it feels like he's going to try to jump a route. I'm not sure exactly what he saw on tape to make him think something different is happening, but he's the guy who I've circled in white. He's covering Christian McCaffrey on this play. So, okay, he's thinking, okay, sure, McCaffrey's a great receiving halfback, but he still is a halfback, which is that's just not the way you view Christian McCaffrey, because he is a great receiver player in general. Like he could just play wide receiver and be good at it. But anyways, watch what he does. Watch as this play begins. You're going to see Purdy looks over there. For one thing, you would like to see pressure, I think, get there a little bit quicker if you're Tampa Bay. Well done by San Francisco to not allow a quick pressure despite the heavy blitz. Again, pressure's still going to come quickly, but you just gave Purdy just enough time for him he notices this. Like, this is Purdy just reading the defense and realizing what's happening. A lot of times when this stuff happens, it's just an immediate throw. That's not what's happening here. He just he notices this. Watch him just, take a throw off his back foot, makes a great throw given the situation, and they're able to get a touchdown. It was very close, but McCaffrey did just get inbounds for the touchdown. And so just great stuff from a young player. There's also something like this, which I do think that we're going to start to notice this a little bit more the more we watch. Purdy is his athleticism. Watch this play, and he's going to, take the snap. He looks around, doesn't love what he sees, and starts to move up in the pocket. Couple things to note. One, you have a Tampa Bay player who seemingly has a hand, or at least is getting close to creating some contact. He definitely got a little bit of contact on Purdy. You also have Devin White, who's moving in, and, Devin White would, love to make a big hit right here, but Purdy is going to make a great move. Watch him juke out Devin White, and he's going to get into the end zone untouched at that point. He got touched at the line, but White wasn't even able to get a hand on him. Purdy gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Purdy can move. That's something that I feel like we haven't seen that much in the NFL level, but we saw it in college a lot. He is someone who can move, and when I evaluated him, I kind of said the only way he's going to be effective in the NFL was with his mobility. Well, I was wrong. He's being effective with his passing, so failure by me. But it also can get you excited maybe if you're a 49ers fan of like, wait a second, the best trait about him, we haven't even really seen that much. That's fantastic. Heading over here, this is another example of kind of both, where the way the play concept works, it's the 49ers special, right? You have Purdy run a play action, go towards the bottom of the screen, and you see the way this concept works as you have three receivers who are eventually going to get all the way towards the offenses, right? And you just hope that, one of them can get open here, as if Tampa Bay is playing zone, there's probably only going to be two guys sort of outside the numbers there. You're having three eligible receivers there. It's just it's a numbers game. You have the numbers advantage there. And so as you see, Purdy takes the snap. You left Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, the edge rusher for Tampa Bay, unblocked on this play because, that's how this play works. You usually hope that he goes towards the middle and you can run to the outside. But Tryon-Shoyinka read this play effectively. He has now created a pressure. What's interesting is, and I still think it's too small of a sample size to say this for certain, but you could make the argument the Niners might be better with Purdy than they were with Garoppolo, and Garoppolo was playing great this season. I thought Garoppolo, I feel like I'm probably more pro Garoppolo than the average person. He has his issues, but, he's a fine quarterback. But I thought that Brock Purdy, this is the kind of thing that he can do that someone like Garoppolo can't do. Watch him sidestep Tryon-Shoyinka, makes a throw off balance. I mean, the Deebo Samuel, that's a great play. That's not a good play. That's a great play. And the fact that he can do that kind of thing is really, you have to feel very optimistic. That's just an incredible play. Again, it's a small sample size. We've seen him do this for 2 games. How much will it continue? Who can say? Who the hell knows? But what we do know is that he's doing this stuff now, and to me, this is the stuff I feel pretty confident he will continue to do. Maybe there'll be some other issues that we haven't seen in his game yet because of the small sample size, but I feel pretty good that this stuff is going to continue to do well, and he's going to continue to be able to do this well. Now going over here, this was kind of the one, okay, that's a mistake. It luckily didn't count due to a penalty that I do have to say, some Buccaneers fans, I follow a lot of Buccaneers fans, obviously being a Buccaneers fan, and I saw a lot of people complaining about this call. I gotta say, nothing sillier in my opinion than complaining about a call when you're down over 20 points. Bad calls happen, it's football. I've never been a blame the refs guy, it's, luck's a part of the game. But anyways, the bad call had nothing to do with this play, so let's talk about the play itself. It's going to be Brandon Ayuk running a route over the middle, and this is a clever concept by Todd Bowles. Again, try to do some different stuff, see if he can frustrate Purdy. Didn't work most of the time. Is going to work here, though, as, you can see how it can work, but you're going to have to throw it right through the middle. Watch as this play begins, and you're going to notice that at this point right here, it's a tough throw. There is a window. There is a window to make this throw, but it is going to be a difficult one. I think that part of me wonders if Purdy just never realized that Anthony Nelson, the edge rusher for Tampa Bay, dropped back into coverage. It's just a three-man rush here. Again, kind of a clever concept. So because of that, I think he just didn't see that. These are the kind of things that you have to learn when you get to the NFL level. Concepts get more confusing, and I think that that's an understandable error for Purdy given the situation, but it's also fair to say, if I'm going to sit here and say there's some things that he does that Garoppolo doesn't do as well, I think it's reasonable to go the other side and say, well, there's going to be some things that Garoppolo, listen, Garoppolo will make his mistake here and there as well, but, just saying that's a mistake that maybe, a more veteran quarterback, Purdy, after he's played 20 games, probably doesn't make that mistake, is all I'm saying. And then going over here, I want to talk about, the very next play, because again, my argument is if you're complaining about the flag that caused this next play to happen, well, okay, that's fine. That happens. That doesn't give you 7 points. That's not how that works. It gives you an opportunity to score 7 points. The Niners had to go out and earn those 7 points. And here's how they're going to do it. Brandon Ayuk, I have to say, Brandon Ayuk must lead the league in plays where when I first watch it, I think there's a blown coverage because he's so open. But then on the replay, I realize he just got that open. I don't know how he does it, but on some plays, he just gets so open. Purdy is going to take the snap. You saw the concept. Ayuk was running a double move. Purdy throws it off his back foot, though. Again, pressure comes. He has to throw it off balance, but still, he's going to, it's wide open, but does he have the strength to get it down there? Well, yes, he does. It is going to be caught for a touchdown for Brandon Ayuk. Just great stuff by San Francisco. And the fact that they can do this stuff and do this consistently, I think I still think back to when the injury happened against Miami. And I thought, man, the Niners are dead. And then they beat the Dolphins. I said, okay, maybe I overreacted. Maybe they're not dead. Maybe they have a chance. But still, I'm concerned. At this point, sure, you can say it's just Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's not great. Fine. But the fact that you're looking this dominant against, again, the Buccaneers defense has been good this season. To me, I feel very confident the Niners are absolutely a Super Bowl contender, and maybe you could even argue should be number 2 in the NFC behind the Eagles in favorites, and I probably would make that argument, to be honest. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.